What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with a NFL first look for Week 4. Got my boy Kiki here with me.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? This is DFS Whisperer Kiki Watch in the house.
Yes, sir. Yep. Hope everybody had a nice Week 3. For me personally, it was horrible. Week 3 was horrible, man.
Yeah, man. I tend to always cash at the end, man.
Yeah, that's at least that's a silver lining for the group. Cause man, if you ran my lineups, bro, I was horrible this week. I hurt my 100% record, but hey, we bounced back this week. Shout out to Kiki though, man. You almost had it last night.
Yeah, man. I stayed in first place forever, man. Until midway the third quarter, and I think I knew it was gonna be kind of tough.
Yeah.
When Gabriel went down, they kind of was saying that. So
Really, man, the move was just playing Keenum over Montgomery, and then it was yours. Keenum over Montgomery, and you had it. But
yeah, man. But hey, on to another day, bro.
Yes, sir. We got it this week. That Millie Maker coming down this week. So let's go ahead, get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to the boys at Draft Dashboard. They do a dope job with this DFS optimizer you see right here, my favorite tool to use. They also sponsor a $20 giveaway on our page every week. All you got to do is just get the homework out the way. And that's basically just like and subscribe. And then this week, just comment your favorite player on the slate again. Just keep it easy. And you get a chance to win. We post about 7 videos a week at least. So you have multiple chances to increase your opportunities to win. Draft Dashboard got the top players of the week. You got the position optimizer you're looking at here, which just like NBA season, they just added the Vegas totals as well to the optimizer. So now, while you're picking your players, you got the Vegas totals on that same screen, and every time it moves, it updates as well. So you're getting the updated Vegas totals every day. That's really clutch to have. If you use Draft Dashboard in the NBA season, you know how helpful that is. Just seeing those totals right there. Yep. And you got the rushes, the targets, last 3 games, projected ownership, projected points, the whole 9 right there, DVP. Got the sleepers and studs. Got the player trends, which kind of show you the player performances, target monsters, rushing monsters, the salary differences between sites and all of that. You got the lineup optimizer, man. Scary accurate, man. It's ridiculous how many good lineups this thing produces, man. Scary accurate. Like if you notice the patterns it pushes, man, just go with it. You got the mass lineup generator for those of you that like the max multi-enter, and the late swap optimizer if you want to change a bunch of lineups in bulk. Man, NBA finally changed up their starting lineup info. Now we'll get it about 30 minutes to an hour before lock. But still, that late swap optimizer comes in handy because after lock, and you had that one player 30 minutes before the slate, they got ruled out. You could just pop all your lineups in there. And we'll still have game time decisions as well. So, it gets better, but you'll still have those little things that you'll need that late swap optimizer for.
And all of that is going to come in handy. That's the thing. All of it is going to come in handy, especially when you're mass entering.
Exactly. For people like me that love to do that stuff from time to time. Just pop in about 100 lineups and throw a prayer. You got the NFL cheat sheet as well for those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research. That cheat sheet gives you the top players of the day, top studs, top locks, mid-range value, everything. Get all of that and our custom player pool, which you can see under your watch players, for $1 for your first 30 days, man. $1. Go ahead, click the link and join the fun. So let's go ahead, man, get into this week, man. Let's go ahead and get into this week. So, first off, on quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers, man. That's an easy pick for me. If you're playing cash, just toss in Phillip Rivers and cash. And also, you
Don't
could think,
look back.
yeah,
Don't look back.
yeah. I mean, you can always think about the whole narrative of a West Coast team going east in a 1 o'clock game, but Phillip Rivers is a veteran. He's playing up against a tanking Miami team, so just pop him in and cash and don't look back. That's what I can say about him right now. What you got for Russ?
Agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. What
All
you
right.
got on Russell Wilson?
All right. With Russell, I think it's an up-paced game.
Yep.
I like his targets. He's very efficient when it comes down to certain things, and going against Arizona, that's going to be a very, very high-paced game. And also Arizona's still dealing with injuries and dealing with a lot of guys that's not on defense. So that's the perfect recipe for Russell Wilson.
And we saw him start rushing again, too, last game.
Right.
So that was great.
The guy's amazing, man. I think, and it's crazy. Russell Wilson, he's amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
He would pick you apart.
Oh, yeah. Put up 44 last week with 2 rushing touchdowns. Plays 100% of the snaps. Touches the ball 56% of the time. So 56% of the time he's out there, he's either rushing or passing. It doesn't get better than that.
And he plays up tempo. He loves it. He plays. If the team is slow that he's playing, he's gonna play. He's gonna play at a slow tempo. If the team is a really up-paced team, he's gonna play at a faster tempo. And I love Russell Wilson this week.
Yes, sir. Up next, I got the rookie boy wonder, Eli Manning Part 2, Daniel Jones.
The guy looks just like Eli.
Man, down to the haircut, bro. But 5,300 Daniel Jones, that's another cash. He could play him in GPPs, but that's another cash play for me. I love that game, by the way, just to stack it between Redskins and Washington. Not New York Giants and Washington, man. Not Redskins and Washington. That's the same.
Hey, man, don't feel bad. I said Russell Whisperers, so don't feel bad about it.
I know, right, bro. But yeah, as you can see, Washington are 28th against quarterbacks, 29th defense overall, 82 dash ranking. Daniel Jones showed up last game, man. Put up 6. He touches the ball 64% of the time, and he's out there 100% of the time. So gets you about 3 rushes a game, which he had 2 rushing touchdowns last game. And I love seeing that out of him, too, because I didn't know he had that element to his game. Because I was more focused on his passing, because he's a great passer. But when I saw him read that defense twice and just run it in for an easy touchdown, that's what you like to see as a DFS manager.
Exactly. I totally agree, man. But you know what? To be honest with you, they go back and look at our videos. We talked about him early. Preseason.
All the way from preseason. Motivation. Yep. So we've been looking at him for a long time, man. And now the time is right to start buying him low before his price goes up even more.
Yeah, because you got to watch him, man. Because this guy's amazing. He's like a better version of. He's a better version of Baker Mayfield, in my opinion.
Hey, man,
he's not going to try to force the ball into double coverage. I can tell you that.
Nope. And watch the comment section come out of nowhere like, okay, we overreacting off of week 3. Or we point chasing. Nah, bro, we've been looking at Daniel Jones for the longest. But who you got, man? Case Keenum.
All right, with Case Keenum, I think that they're going against the Giants, and if you got a chance to watch the game, guys, this guy doesn't stop. He wasn't afraid of he actually had a few issues early in that matchup, but he was going against the Bears. Yeah. So he did not give up. That's what I look for. He did not give up, and at a really, really low price. I think this guy's a guy that you definitely can go ahead and roster.
Remember,
he's going to open up salary for the rest of your lineup.
Yeah. Hey, remember he put up 30 against Philly in week 1, and still put up 20 against Chicago, and he barely had any protection from his O-line at all. Cause you could blame Case Keenum all you want yesterday, but think about it, bro. Dude barely had 2 seconds to look up, and you got Akeem Hicks and Khalil Mack right there in front of him. I throw 3 picks too, cause I'm rushing every throw that I pass. I'm literally rushing.
I totally agree. And he's been playing well without his left tackle, so I mean, this guy, he's special, man. Don't get me wrong; he has a rookie quarterback behind him.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins.
I'm pleading the case for Case Keenum, guys.
Yeah, Nah, because trust me, if they would have put Haskins in that game last night, he would have struggled too. Probably even worse than Keenum.
I truly
Because
believe that.
that O-line cannot protect them at all. That O-line
No,
cannot protect them at all. But let's
and
go.
And the thing about it, I don't see the Giants getting to him.
Nope, that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. So let's go ahead and move on to running backs. We got Austin Eckler on top, which he's an obvious cash play this week. Going up against Miami, worst defense overall. Heavily involved in the pass game. 71% of the snaps. He'll touch the ball 40% of the time. About 7 targets a game, about 13 rushes a game. I mean, that's just an easy cash play. You could run him in your GPPs as well, but if you're playing cash, it's just easy on him.
Yeah, he's having a breakout year.
Yep.
He's having a breakout. He's really having a really good year. And going against Miami guys, you got to go ahead and plug him in.
Yeah, just plug him in.
Just plug him in and don't look back.
I feel bad for Melvin Gordon's agent, whoever told him to try to get that extension, because come on, dude, bro. You've been hurt most of your career. You a good player. I love rostering him in DFS, but the type of money he wants, he really not worth that. And he should have did that with a team where they don't have as many options as Los Angeles do.
Hey, man, send him to the Dolphins.
Yeah, they could do that, too. They could use him.
Yeah, send him to the Dolphins.
Yep, so you got Derrick Henry against my Falcons, man.
Yes, Derrick Henry, he's a slate breaker. And I think we haven't seen that big game from him yet. And I can tell you, if he gets loose and get going on those guys from Atlanta, there's going to be some serious issues.
I agree. My defense is horrible right now. I thought Dan Quinn was going to change a lot, but the defense itself is not buying in yet to his, style of coaching. Hopefully it could change sooner rather than later, but it's looking ugly right now in Atlanta. We basically got to outscore everybody every game.
You know what an old coach always told me? It's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmys and Joes. And guess what? On defense, he does not have those Jimmys and Joes that he needs to be successful.
Exactly. That's it. And
also coming off that big loss, the Titans have to rebound.
Yeah, they do.
And I think that this is a rebound game for them.
And if you watch this season, anything at all, Atlanta are getting crushed by every running back that has played us so far. So, I mean, you just got to roster Derrick Henry. He could easily be low owned too.
You're right. I think he's going to be low on.
Yeah, and 6,300, that price don't get any better than that.
Yeah, nobody wants to take the chance with him.
Yep. And another player that I think nobody will take the chance on, even after coming off a big game, could be Mark Ingram. Now, I can be wrong, but when I look at Mark Ingram, the thing that I look at the most is efficiency. Like, this dude, so far this season, has not seen more than 17 touches out the backfield. When I mean 17 touches, I mean 17 rushes. Because he gets 4 targets last game and 2 targets the game before that. No targets against Miami because he barely even played that game due to a massive blowout. But against Miami, he only had 14 rushes overall and scored 26. Next game, he had 13 and scored 10. That was a kind of slow game for him. Then last game against Kansas City, only 16 rushes and 4 targets and put up a 39. Efficiency. That's the name of his game right now in Baltimore. And he's going to get those goal line touches. And every time he's in the goal line, you can almost consider that a touchdown.
And he runs hard, man. He runs hard. The guy runs hard. He runs hard. He's a big time player.
Yep, he's like your 3 down back that you need everywhere, especially at the goal line. Cause he'll just hold the ball, put his head down and gone.
Yeah,
he just put his head down and gone. He'll run through a brick wall for you.
Yeah.
But I like the spot for him, man. The efficiency is real, so I could definitely go Mark Ingram. Oh, crap. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see here. You wanted to talk about Phillip Lindsay.
Yeah, with Phillip Lindsay, I think with the he's getting more touches.
Yep.
And the guy plays with a chip on his shoulder. He had a chip on his shoulder all year last year, and still think it's there. And even though he's going against Jacksonville, I think that his volume is going to be really high. And I think Jacksonville have a few issues now. We don't know if Ramsey's going to play. We don't know if he's going to get traded. We don't know anything. But I think right now Jacksonville is slowly falling apart. And that defense has been saving the day. But you can keep the defense on the field only so long. So I just feel like in due time, in situations that Lindsey, he's going to be very, very low on, but he has high volume right now. And again, if Ramsey does play, they're not going to be able to throw the ball that much. But I can honestly say, but you can kind of, look for him for the touches and maybe a couple touchdowns.
Yep, and he's getting more involved in the passing game this year as well. Last game he had 21 rushes and 5 targets in the passing game. Game before that he had 7 targets. Game before that he had 6 targets. So he's already gotten like 18 targets within 3 games already.
That's right. And also his backup his backup's an injury. So he's going to get the bulk of the carries.
Yes, sir. And then speaking of running backs and injuries, Chris Thompson against New York Giants, 4,500. That's an easy play for me this week. I think Chris Thompson could have a breakout game this week.
I saw it come in last night.
Yeah, because even last night, like we talked about it, man, if you look towards the last couple of plays, he was starting to find some holes in that defense.
He sure did.
And he was doing things that you rarely see him do, which is carry it out of the backfield with a big play. Because normally when he's coming out of the backfield, it's from a dump off.
Yeah, and also when I noticed when they got inside the 10-yard line, they did not go to Adrian Peterson.
No, he was the one out.
And that was fascinating to me. So I was like, okay, man, hey, this guy might get some volume next game. Gets
exactly. The chance. He got 7 rushes and 5 targets and managed to pull 15 out of that without getting in the end zone. I think this game you could see him get in the end zone twice.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, I could literally see him getting in the end zone twice against New York. But he's definitely one of my top plays right now at running back. And I got small consideration for LaShawn McCoy-Shady and also Wayne Gallman. But I'm going to talk about those more in my value players video sometime this week. And let's go ahead, hop on the wide receiver. Once again, easy pick in cash game lineups, Keenan Allen.
Stacking that game.
In cash, just get them boys, man. Get them boys.
Do you know that you've called out a lot of charges?
Yeah, I did 3 in a row so far for cash. But they playing Miami, bro.
Hey, man, Miami is the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly. You might as well just keep on targeting them. Because they could keep the game close just to, kind of dispel the tanking rumors like they did in Dallas, where they played kind of well in the first half, and then second half just did what Miami do best.
You know what? And Miami has a lot of injuries, guys. They have a lot of injuries, man. I really don't even know who's going to catch the ball for Miami, but
Only player I would consider rostering from Miami, we even talked about it. We'll talk about it later in the video. It's coming up.
Yeah, we might need to save that one for the value.
Yeah, we might need to save it for the value play video.
I totally agree.
Yep. But yeah, Keenan Allen, lock him in 47 last week. I was sick because we talked about Keenan Allen and Mike Evans right before the slate started.
We sure did.
Like, we need to make a lineup with them two. Never did. Well, time to lick my wounds off of that. Go ahead, man. Talk about Sammy Watkins real quick.
All right, man. I think that Sammy Watkins is going to be a play. I think a lot of people are going to be off him because of the bad games he's had. But I can tell you now that without Darius Slay, I don't feel like they have a chance.
Nope, not at all.
And Darius Slay, he's one of those guys that played for Mississippi State. Yep. So I let everybody know that. And he's a lockdown corner, so and he got injured. He got injured the last game, so I don't think he's going to play. And if he doesn't play, hey, you're looking at a Sammy Watkins night.
Yes, sir. Sammy Watkins, Mecole Hardman, what's his name? DeMarcus Robinson. They all in play. They all in play this week. I gotta get my boy Cooper Kupp in the video. I know you ain't gonna roster nobody named Cooper, but
man, I'm not rostering anybody named Cooper. How about that?
But my boy Cooper Kupp, like I said in many videos already, he's Jared Goff's favorite target. Like even when he got hurt, you could see it in the offense that Goff was missing this guy like crazy.
Yeah, I
36
know
and a
that.
21 in the first two games. In the last two games, 12 and 9 targets, 10 targets. He's already gotten like what 31 targets this season already. That should alone tell you a lot about him. He plays 94% of the snaps, 16 touches the ball about 16 times. Can even run those jet sweep plays as well. I mean, he does
I
it
totally
all.
agree. Yeah,
He
he
does
does
it
it all,
all.
man. And I'm just kidding about Cooper Cup.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, I know.
I have him in my season long, and the guy's absolutely amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and this season it looks like he kind of put some more weight on. I mean, this dude breaking tackles like never before.
Yeah, he gets me. Cooper Cup and Thielen kind of puts me at the same type of player.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that comparison right there. And then the beauty of Cup is he fits our narrative for the year. Slot receivers and speedsters with pass catching running backs. And speaking of another slot receiver, Tyler Lockett.
You got to give it up for this guy.
Yep.
He's amazing. I mean, it's not that Russell Wilson doesn't have too many options to really throw to. He really don't throw to a tight end that much, but he's been kind of working them in slowly but surely. But this guy, I mean, he really can have 2 catches for 100 yards
Easily.
This guy's amazing.
And first game he was getting acclimated to being the number one guy, but now he's getting more used to that role. Because like you even heard him say it in the first game, he was not used to being double teamed. With 2 targets, he still managed to get in the end zone and get you 11 points.
I totally
That next
agree to
game,
that.
he really owned up that role and got 18 points without getting in the end zone. And then last game against New Orleans, he really showed out. Had put up 35 and helped me beat.
There's not a guy on Arizona's team that can actually run with this guy.
Exactly. That's another thing as well. As you can see, he plays 93% of the snaps, touches the ball about 14% of the time, which is good for a wide receiver, and gets about 10 targets a game. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
I totally agree.
Yep, and if I'm playing Daniel Jones, I got to pair him up with Sterling Shepard. I mean, Shepard's back, had a good game against Tampa, put up a 30, got in the end zone. I think in this matchup against Washington, especially if he's lined up with Josh Norman, I think he could burn Josh Norman this game. Like he could put up some real numbers because Josh Norman he's barely a top 100 corner in the league right now. Like this dude is just horrible.
He used to be really, really, really good.
Ever since he left Carolina, he just declined. Ever since he left Carolina.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He should have stayed in North Carolina.
Yeah, and they don't really scheme around him really well like they did in Carolina.
Exactly.
So, and it puts him in really bad situations and really bad spots with his back turned.
Yeah, you could sometimes call him out, but hey, look at that Devin Smith touchdown. His safety didn't help him out. His safety didn't do his job, so Josh Norman's looking at dude like, hey, bro, where you at?
That's right.
You were supposed to be helping me out right here. But, everybody's going to pick on Josh Norman because he's the big money guy.
Yeah, he's that big money guy.
That's the pressure that comes with that.
That's right. And Gabriel kind of, got him, went after him a little bit last night.
Yeah, he did. Which, that's why you got a roster. Shout out to everybody that called out Gabriel last night.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Mike Williams.
And Gabriel was the play, man. He was the play. He was the play with that type of game. I just felt like it was that type of that game. That game theory was right on. So and he was torching them until he got hurt, until he got injured.
Yeah. What you got on Mike Williams? That's a play we both like. Another Charger.
Okay, again, another Charger. But I feel like his matchup is what really puts you on. Mike Williams, because I think the cornerback that is actually matched up against him is one of the poorest cornerbacks in the league.
He got burned by everybody.
Yeah, and he's also the poorest one on the team. So I don't think that he's going to be able to compete. And I think they're going to run probably what they call it, run a man and a half on Allen to slow him down a little bit. They're not going to stop him, but they will contain him a little bit. And I think it's going to open the door for Williams.
I love Mike Williams and GPPs this week, man. I think, and he's a big play guy, so that opens up even more for him. I feel like he could have a slate breaking game this game off of 3 or 4 catches.
I totally agree. And the other Williams is gone. So I mean, he's kind of like that sole number 2 guy. So I mean, I think he's going to get that volume.
Yep. And then honorable mention to DK Metcalf. I'm gonna save that one for the value plays video.
Okay.
And then Scary Terry.
Scary Terry, man, he's scary. I can tell you that the youngster.
I don't care if he has a terrible first half, as long as you keep throwing that ball his way. Cause he even said it. He did not expect to be this good or be leading the team in targets through the season so far. But somehow, some way, he's getting it done.
And if you look at him play, the guy knows how to get skinny. He knows how to get in between linebackers. He knows how to get inside of corners, and he also know how to get behind those hook and curl outside backers. Yep. So, and he find those soft spots, and you know, and Keenum is just putting it on the money for him, and he's catching it. So and the guys, he's making history right now. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you now, it's not going to slow down against the Giants.
Nope. If anything, it gets better. And at 4,500. Even if he's chalk, I'm going there. It's good chalk.
That's good. That's good chalk.
That's good chalk.
That's very
Even
good
if
chalk.
he's chalk.
And also someone that we didn't talk about is Philip Dorsey, man, with Edelman out.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what.
I think that's going to be interesting. It's not a really good matchup because they're really good, but I don't think that he plays all the way around. So he can find a way, and Tom Brady is going to give him the ball. And with that defense, I tell you, he's going to get a lot of opportunities to be a big-time play.
Yeah, because I still got to look more into that Edelman situation, because I was seeing some places saying he might actually play, which I don't think is worth risking it. I don't
think he's going to play, but you know what? Also,
if he does play, still Dorsett is in play for me.
And to add another sleeper to it, you better get rid of the guy we talked about. The guy I'm going to give you this is the gem right now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give it to you right now.
Go ahead.
How about Myers? Remember we talked about him doing preseason.
Myers. I mean, he's getting activated again.
Get ready, guys. This guy's amazing, man. This youngster is amazing.
Hey,
and if Edelman doesn't play and he gets the start, you better watch out.
Yeah, if he gets the start, then he's definitely in play for me. Definitely. Let's go ahead and move on to tight end so we can get out of here real quick.
All right.
Let's see. Tight man, I didn't say go to running backs or flex. All right, there we are. Damn, tight end be so ugly sometimes, but Evan Ingram.
Ugly, man. Ugly.
Evan Ingram, top tight end on the slate. Well, I mean, you can make an argument for Kelsey, but I want Ingram. I'll take the savings all day on Ingram. The volume is there. He gets more volume than Kelsey anyway. Because look at Kelsey, he had 8, 9, and 8 targets. Ingram gets 8, 8, and 14. And in this matchup against Giants, I could easily see Ingram. Not doing that shit again. This matchup against Redskins, I can easily see Ingram getting in the end zone again.
I can see it also because he doesn't have anybody to throw to.
Exactly, it's just Sterling Shepard and Ingram. You could make a case for Slayton and all of them, but main 2 targets are Ingram and Shepard.
That's right, and those guys are going to be pampered with targets all over the board.
And then Ingram. Go ahead.
And they already know the young guy quarterback and with the Giants, I'm telling you, this guy loves to throw the football. He's not going to sit back. I can tell you that now. Nope. He's not going to sit back at all. He's going to sling that thing. He's fearless. He doesn't really care. He feel like he has nothing to lose.
Oh yeah.
He wants that starting job, and he knows that in order to get that starting job, he had to put on the show, and he will.
Yeah, exactly. And Ingram didn't he have that 72-yard touchdown against Tampa?
That's right.
Yep. And then another tight end. If I were to play double tight end this week, I'm going Ingram and Waller from Oakland. Okay. Yeah. Because Waller, man, the targets will always be there because he has damn near the same amount of targets as Ingram. 14, 7, and 8. So Ingram's only beating him by 1 target. And this guy even gets some rushes in too.
You're right.
Yeah, and he's a big dude, big target. And of course, Derek Carr loves to throw to his tight ends. I mean, we should know that from Jared Cook. So, and this guy he's almost a mirror image when it comes to stature when you look at him and Jared Cook. So I could definitely go to him. And you attack Indiana with tight ends anyway.
That's right.
Eric
And
Coach.
also to add along with this, I don't think we talked about this guy, but I, to be honest with you, I think again that we saw a little bit of him last week, and we saw 2 callback touchdowns or whatever. I'm talking about Hawkinson. Man.
Hawkinson, yep, man, that sucked.
I think
if he would have had that first touchdown, that game would have changed a lot.
Yeah, and my DK line would have changed a lot also.
He caught it in the end zone, and Stafford looked at him in the end zone 3 times in a row. So Stafford will look at him in the end zone. It was just, that sucked. Because he actually caught the touchdown and tiptoed it, man, which is something you rarely see from a tight end. But some idiot had to get a penalty. That would have changed that whole game, because that would have been the first touchdown of the game.
That's right.
Yeah.
It would have changed the game, but also this game script really fits.
Yep, against Kansas. It's a 54 over under too.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a shootout. And you're going to have to say, and the thing is, Matt Stafford's going to have to get off his tail and play some ball. You know, I was thinking that they were going to try to slow the game down, but I don't think so. I think they've been preparing with pace for this particular game, so I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I could see that.
And you know, like you always say, Kansas City defense can't stop anybody.
Nope, nobody.
Now, the only person I'm concerned with, you got the Honey Badger running around all around the places, so you got to watch him.
Is he in Kansas still? I thought he left.
Has he left?
Yeah, I thought he went to Houston, and then from Houston just went somewhere else.
Oh, well, great. That makes it even better, brother.
Yeah. Let me make sure real quick. Let me look this up real quick. Because I want to say he left Okay, he's in Kansas again. Because I know he was in Houston last year.
That's right.
Damn, so he out there.
So you gotta watch him. But other than that, he's this guy, he knows how to run routes. He knows how to get open, and I think that they're gonna feed it to him.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too.
Yep, because I think he's gonna be occupied with those outside receivers with Marvin Jones and Galladay.
Yep. It just sucked, man. Last week they were just looking at Marvin Jones and Galladay. After I praised him on the video for finally getting the volume that he receives, then this dude just kept on throwing to Marvin Jones. I'm like, I guess I should have never mentioned it. But 2 other tight ends I'm gonna call out before we move to defense. Will Disley. Now, Will Disley is not your best tight end, but I love playing him because Russell Wilson loves looking at him. Put up an 18 and a 22. He will get in the end zone because Russell Wilson looks for him in the end zone. He knows how to get free for a tight end as well, and he could put up them big plays too. Because he's kind of like Hawkinson, where they can catch the ball and run with it.
Okay.
Yeah, and at 3,600, I mean, it's worth the shot.
It's worth the shot, man.
Yeah.
And
in a high-paced game as well.
And I've come to understand that you got to nail the tight end position. That's one position.
Check this out,
too. Have to nail. Go ahead.
Check this out, too. Every tight end that has played Arizona has lit them up so far. Pretty much.
That's true.
Every tight end. And Will Disley is kind of like Hawkinson. And Hawkinson straight up lit him up first game.
That's right. I totally agree.
Disley is definitely in play, and he'll probably make the value plays video as well for that price tag. And then Eric Ebron against Oakland is another one, especially if T.Y. Hilton is ruled out, which I highly believe he will, because he had a quad issue.
He always goes off when T.Y. is out the game.
Yep. And against Oakland, bro, I could see him catching 2 of them. Easily.
And you always play tight ends versus Oakland?
Yes, sir. And when it comes to defense, we ain't even got much to say right in that area.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Patriots defense. I noticed that you got to look at some guys. This defense is ridiculous. I'm serious. I think they're like the best defense so far. The reason why I say that is because even though, they scored last week, but the way they scored didn't have anything to do with the defense.
Yeah.
I think it was like a pick 6 and a block punt or something like that. But the defense, man, the defense held their offense off the field. It was ridiculous.
Yep.
So I'm looking at the Patriots defense versus Josh Allen. I don't think that Bill Belichick is going to let this guy run all over the place and throw those deep bombs. Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen this week, man. So I think you can kind of put Allen on the shelf.
Yeah.
And
Now
put him to the side this week.
I already got Daniel Jones in my season long this week to kind of relieve the blow on Josh Allen right now.
Yeah, because I think he's going to throw pick after pick after pick.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to defense this week, you got Chargers, Patriots, then you could just throw in a lottery ticket for the rest.
That's right.
I mean, there are some good options, but not many world beaters, to be honest with you.
Nah, don't get cute in that area.
Yeah, just go ahead, man. Just lock in. If you can, lock in the top defenses. Other value defenses we kind of looked at were Colts, Ravens, Bears. But I got to see what the Hakeem Hicks situation is with Bears, though. Because if Hicks is out, that kind of hurts.
If you like, and some can play Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle,
a lot
too.
of it mean more pass attempts mean more chances to get interceptions.
Yep. That's true. Man, I hate myself, but I'm locking in Case Keenum because I missed out on Daniel Jones in one of my leagues. So I gotta claim Case Keenum off the waivers.
Yeah, you better get him.
Man, I don't even know who to drop for Case Keenum. But that's all our picks for today, guys. Appreciate the love always, man. Y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you like all these tools here, want to get our custom player pool, the whole nine with the cheat sheets for every sport, go ahead, man. Join up on Draft Dashboard, link down below, $1 for your first 30 days. Also got a My Prizepicks video that'll come out soon as well, recapping the last week. If you don't know My Prizepicks, I mean, you're just picking 2, 3, or 4 players, project their over/under. You can win up to 10x your money. And it's you use the link down below, promo code Whisper, get 25% of your first deposit instantly matched. Get a 2-player prop once your deposit worth 25, which is basically when you hit that, you're getting a 25% deposit instant. And if you get that free prop, whatever you deposited plus that extra 25, play it right. You may never deposit again. Sign up, join the fun, and just, watch the Prizepicks show. I give you all the winning props right there. Shout out to the club, DC or DFS Space, Gabriel Skywalker, and ourselves. Check out dfsclub.com if you want to join our Slack, man, and get that 60K lineup from Kiki. Then go ahead, man. Check the first pick below. It's always the first pick in the video. Hit us up on Twitter at DFS Whisperers or Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. Email. Hey, Kiki, how can they get you?
Hey, man, they can hit me up on Twitter. You can DM me. If you have any questions about anything, I'd be more than happy to answer them. You can hit me up at DFS Whisper Kiki Wash.
Yes, sir.
So on Twitter, if you need anything, just let me know. I'm here for you.
Yes, sir. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead, man, and crush week 4, get some takedowns in. And
we can go from there, guys. We can go from there.
Yeah,
And man, let me send a special shout out.
Go ahead.
To DC, man, from Space, man. Because let me tell you something. This guy saved me in WNBA.
Yes,
he has saved my life in WNBA.
Yes, sir. That boy cold with it. He kept on with it when we all quit. When we all quitted on it. We all stopped playing, and DC was like, "Hey, you know what?
Really bad."
Yeah, he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna stick with it, man. I started the season. I'm gonna finish it." I was like, "Man, F this. I'm gone."
and the crazy thing about it, now we're back.
Yep, we're back, guys. I already played the slate today because the last 3 slates have been a little too good to me.
That's right. We're back now.
Yes, sir. Shout out to DC.
He kept me afloat, man. The guy's amazing. He always getting inside the top 10. So, he's an amazing guy with that.
Yes, sir. And shout out to the boy Skywalker, too. That man taught me how to play NHL. Now I'm over here low-key excited for the NHL season coming up. Seeing preseason slates.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a baseball guy, but let me tell you something. I always just play his lineups in baseball.
They be cold.
Oh my God, yes.
So y'all better check.
I mean,
Y'all better check out dfsclub.com.
I'm telling you, man, you just plug his baseball lineups in, especially on Fanduel. I didn't even play Fanduel, man, but he got me into Fanduel. I was just playing his lineups, and now I go check it later on. Like, oh my god, I got like $300 there. What's going on?
What's going on here?
So I just always play his lineups, man. Those some great guys over there. A lot of good information, a lot of good content.
Yep. And you get all of us in there too. We always in there offering our little help. You know what it is. So let's go ahead, man. Hope y'all get a nice hefty bag, and we out here.
Whisper Squad.
Ah man, took forever, but hey, that's one of the best ones.